it's Rachel from Yarn Over with Arthritis, and thanks for joining me today on my channel. If you're new to my channel, please remember to like, share and subscribe. And today I'm going to be showing you how to make this cute little Easter bunny hat. Easter is our next holiday coming up, so I thought I might start early and do some Easter items for my channel. This hat fits a 6 to 12 month old, and it's just a gorgeous little hat with its two little ears and a pom-pom. I'm using my 3.5mm crochet hook, and the yarn I'm using, I'm going to do a purple and cream one. It's a double knit or an 8-ply yarn. It's a nice soft purple, so that's going to be my main colour, and then I'll add the cream. It's a 8-ply or double knit for the top part. So let's get started. It's really easy to make. So with the purple yarn, I'm going to start with the band. So we'll make a slip knot, and we're going to chain 11. And there's our 11 chains. Now our band is going to be a single crochet stitch. So starting with the second chain, we're going to single crochet into every chain. So that's our first round. So next round we're going to turn our work and chain 1, and we're going to work in the back loop of every stitch and single crochet into every loop in the back loop. And this will create the rib effect for the band. And then we're going to turn our work and repeat the last row. So chain 1, chain 1, and in the back loop single crochet. and then turn the work and repeat. So chain 1, and in the back loop single crochet. So we're going to continue doing this until our band measures between 14 to 16 inches. So I'm going to do mine until it's 15 inches. So chain 1, and in the back loop single crochet. Now my band measures 15 inches long. I'm going to join the two ends together, and I'm just going to slip stitch them together. And it's our band joined together. Our next round we're going to chain 2, and we're going to pick up and work around the band and double crochet. So I just pick up evenly around the band. Go, and just carry on around the band until we get back to where we started. So I've come back to the start, and I'm going to slip stitch into this first double crochet I made, just like that, and that's our first round done. Our next one we're going to start the pattern. So chain 1, we're going to single crochet into the first 3 stitches, and we're going to make 4 double crochet front post stitches into our next 4 stitches. So twirl your yarn around your hook, and you're going to go through the stitch like that, yarn over and pull through, yarn over and pull through the first 2 loops, yarn over through the next 2 loops, yarn over through the last 2 loops. So that's 2, and we want to make another 2 more. And in our next 3 stitches we'll single crochet. In our next 4 stitches we'll make 4 front post stitches. And that's what we've made. So it's 3 single crochets and 4 front posts double crochets, 3 single crochets, 4 front post double crochets, and we're going to repeat that right around the hat. So I've come to the end of that round and I'm going to slip stitch into the first single crochet I made, and that's our first pattern round. So the next one we're going to chain 1, and you'll see the single crochet part here and the front post part. So we'll work 3 single crochets, and 4 front post double crochets. And we're going to repeat that around the hat. So 3 single crochets and 4 front post double crochets right around the hat. Okay, I'm back to the start and I'll slip stitch into the first single crochet. And that's our pattern, so we're going to continue working on this pattern until our hat measures 5.5 inches from the edge of the brim. So it's 3 single crochet, 4 front post double crochets, and until our work measures 5.5 inches tall. So my hat now measures 5.5 inches. And I'm now going to add in the cream. So chain 1, chain 1 and single crochet 3, and 4 front post double crochets, and we're going to continue around the hat till we get to the end and then slip stitch into the first single crochet, and we'll do 2 rounds of this with the cream. Now I've done those 2 rounds, we're going to start decreasing for the top of the hat. So chain 1, and we're going to single crochet 1 stitch and then decrease into the next 2, and then we'll work the 4 front post double crochets as normal. And then we'll single crochet 1 stitch and decrease into the next 2 stitches, and then we're going to repeat that around the hat. So the 4 front post double crochets as normal, single crochet 1 stitch and decrease into the next 2 stitches. Okay, our next round is another decreasing round, so chain 1 and decrease into the first single crochet stitches, and then work your 4 front post double crochets, and then decrease into the next 2 single crochet stitches, and we're going to repeat that round the hat. So 4 front post double crochets and decrease into the 2 single crochet stitches. Our next decrease round, we'll chain 1 and we're going to decrease into the next 2 stitches, and then work 3 front post double crochets, and then decrease into the next 2 stitches, and we're going to repeat that 3 front post double crochets, decrease into the next 2 stitches, and we'll work that around the hat. So we're on to our last row, decrease row now. So chain 1, and we're going to decrease into every stitch. So we're going to continue that around the hat, decreasing into every stitch. So now I've done all my decreasing, I'm going to cut a long tail of yarn, and with a sewing needle I'm going to weave in and out around the top of the hat. There, and you're just going to, with your needle, weave in and out around the hat and pull it tightly as you go. And you're just going to pull that tightly and make a knot. And then put that through to the other side of the hat. And I just make a few stitches to make it more secure. And then fasten off. And then tidy up this piece of yarn here, sew that into the inside of the hat. Sorry, sew it on the outside of the hat because you'll turn the band over. So now we're going to attach the pom-pom to the hat, and your pom-pom should have a little elastic band, and I like to put a button on the inside. It just makes it easier to attach the pom-pom, and it sits really nicely. So with I've got a needle and some cotton, and I'm going to just sew this button to the middle of the inside of the hat. just put a few stitches in to make it secure. Okay, now we're going to do the pom-pom. So with your crochet hook, just put it through close to the middle of the hat, and then you're going to hook it around the elastic and pull it through so you can put the elastic around the button like that, and then take your hook out, and that's secured the pom-pom. And see how it sits really lovely on the hat when you use a button. So now we're going to make the little bunny ears, which are really easy to make. So with the purple yarn, we're going to make a slip knot, and we're going to chain 9. There's our 9, and starting with the second chain from the hook, single crochet into every chain. And now we're going to just turn our work, and we're going to single crochet down this part of our work. So it should look like that. Now we're going to slip stitch the cream colour on and just fasten off the purple yarn. And we're going to chain 1. And in the middle here, we're going to make 2 single crochets. And then we're going to single crochet 8 stitches down this side. And then we're going to make 2 single crochets in the middle part here. and then single crochet down this side. And just slip stitch into this first stitch here. So we're going to do 2 more rounds exactly the same, so chain 1, 2 stitches in the middle part here, single crochet down the end and 2 single crochets here, and then back up the side. So we want to do 2 more rounds. So that's my first ear done, and then we're going to cut a long tail and make another one exactly the same, and then also sew in these long pieces so you can't see them. So I've done my 2 bunny ears and tidied up all the loose threads, and I've just pinched them together and put a few stitches through to secure them together. It just makes it easier to sew onto the hat. And then I'm just going to stitch them just below my pom-pom. I'm going to stitch the ears into the hat. And there is our Easter bunny hat. It was very easy to make, and I hope you enjoyed watching the video and having a go at making this pattern and the Easter bunny hat. Please remember to like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Thank you.